Good afternoon. It is Patricia Dacre with Dragonfly Lights. Excuse me. And I am live. Just thought I would hop on today. Change the scenery up a little bit. It's so beautiful. It's the weirdest Texas spring ever. So it's June and it was 71 degrees this morning, which is crazy. And it's just wonderful. I'm enjoying this cooler weather and things seem a little bit greener outside. It's just refreshing. Today I really wanted to talk a little bit. I don't know why this was on my heart, so I just thought I'm going to talk about it, but a little bit about coaching and like what it means and what coaching actually is, because it's not something we typically think of like with medical or with diseases. We think of it more with sports, right? So what a coach does in sports is they watch, right? There's someone who has some expertise in the game. They watch what you're doing and give you pointers. And I think that's probably the best analogy, right? A coach is somebody who has expertise and watches what you're doing and gives you pointers. You still have to do the work yourself, right? A coach doesn't play the game for you, but they're a wise advocate that can help you see things you might not have been seeing or figure out a new way to do something. So when it comes to diabetes, we all get really focused on diet and exercise and trying to control these numbers, which is impossible, right? So we're set up from the beginning to do something that is clearly impossible. And so all that does is it leads to frustration. And when you can't get it perfect, you beat yourself up and we feel like, I should be doing this better. What am I doing wrong? We finally get it figured out, then it changes, the cost of it is just crazy. There's so many burdens, and I like that word because diabetes is a burden. It really is. But, you can have a lot of burdens in your life, and we find ways to lighten the load. And I think that's what coaching can help you do. So sometimes it's just right here. For me, that was it. I already knew the skills, like I was a nurse, so I got all that stuff, but I still didn't like it, didn't want it, didn't like the judgment, didn't like the way that people looked at me or that doctors always wanted it to be better. I never got much cheerleading. It was just, you can do better, get your numbers better, get your numbers better. What happened on this day? Why is that number off? And I've learned you got to let go of that stuff and focus on what you can do and what your choices are. And it's a skill. It literally is. It's a skill to learn how to deal with difficult things. And so your doctor is not going to help you do that. They really are focused on the body part of it. And with coaching, we can really get into your world. What works for you, the way you think, what you like, your preferences, what you're willing to do and not willing to do. And, ask you some questions that you may not have asked yourself because it's just new and fresh perspective. And so the fun part is you just learn how to play the game better and play it on your terms. And I just help guide you. You never have to do anything you don't want to do or say anything you don't want to say. You have all the power. But if there are challenges you're facing, I would love to hear those from you. And in a coaching session, we talk about that. Where are you now? And what do you want to be? What would happy look like? What does better feel like? And then what are the steps we can take to get there? And again, it's not rocket science, but it is an intentional, focused time to work on yourself. I wish I could explain it more. I wish I had some details, but it's not that hard. And really, it's a series of these aha moments where you're like, oh my gosh, that makes so much sense. Why didn't I think of that before? And that's really the magic in it. It's you have the answers inside you. You just have to find a way to get it out. Just like every great athlete can play the game, to the best of their ability. A coach just helps them get there a little quicker and with less struggle. So, but I know that's probably not answering all of your questions, but if you have any, message me. You can go on my website and contact me. We can sign up for a free 30-minute session. If you just want to talk to me and ask some questions, I would be happy to do that as well, because I know it's kind of a unique and different thing. So I invite you to do that. If you've got something on your mind or you're just wondering or just curious, I love curious people. Curious, like, wonder what this is all about. Will this benefit me? Let's talk. Call me and, post something on my website, make a comment here, send me a message, whatever. And we will talk. And it's so fun to see people kind of make some big shifts in how they look at their lives, and it gets lighter and happier, I promise. So anyway, that's all I have for today. If you are somewhere enjoying this beautiful weather, have a good day, have fun with it, and I will talk with you guys next week. Message me for real, please. Bye.